So confirmation now the way the table stands with one game still to go this weekend. Liverpool 8 points clear. Arsenal, off the back of their win against Bournemouth, are up there now in third place, and Chelsea, off the back of their success at Southampton, are up into fifth. Wolves have jumped from 15th to 11th off the back of this sensational win at Manchester City. Newcastle there in the bottom three. They play in the last game of the weekend. But for me and Don on the Goal Rush, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And it is goodbye for now.
Well, that's why we love the Premier League. Nobody saw that coming. It is only the fourth time that Pep Guardiola has lost a home game in the Premier League as Manchester City manager. You're smiling with your Liverpool hat on there. What a weekend.
Wow.
What a weekend.
It's been unbelievable, yeah. You know, well, at Anfield it started, didn't it, with that last-minute decision. You know, this was coming in many ways. In the first half...
Hang on, you sat there at half-time and said, don't worry, City will score.
Well, yeah. But you also asked
so none of us saw it coming?
No, you also asked what City have to do, and I thought they have to keep it tight at the back because they broke away 3 or 4 times in that first half. Yeah. So the warning signs were there. They only broke away twice in the second half, but they got punished. You can't keep letting a Premier League quality side, have chances against you. It was stunning, and as you rightly say, that's why we love the Premier League. You just can't predict it.
And those supporters, those Wolves supporters and the Wolves manager, and you cannot deny them that victory today, Robin, can you?
No, if you look at the whole game, Wolves defended incredible, but they came out as well. And if you look at the 2 goals, 2 fantastic passes from Jimenez, and a great finish, both of them. I think the second one was even better from Adama. The first one was with a lot of composure, but the second one he had to even turn his body slightly. But this is the first one, or the second one?
First one.
This is the first one. So here you see Jimenez. It's a nice little touch here, bang, outside foot, and then a lot of composure. I think it's a great goal. The second one is even better.
But the thing is, if you took the first half, there was 4 examples of this. 2v2, it's like a training game. Otamendi dives in, it's impossible to dive in there. And if you do, you've got to clean the man out. Fernandinho's too far over, that can happen to a great centre-back. Company would have won that. And again, it is a good finish from Traore, but Wolves are a brilliant counter-attacking team, and they deserve to win today. And I think the way City defend, you can win the league. As good as they are going forward, if they did it against Everton, and they did it again today and they got punished, they're too good offensively to give away goals like that.
Just to emphasise what Owen said, 2v2 at the back, it's not the end of the world. It's not a great position to be in, but the last thing you do is make it 2v1 in their favour. If you're unsure, if you've got the same amount of men as them, just stay on your feet. It's going to take something special to get past you. Back off, back off, back off. Wait for help, wait for help.
Yeah,
to dive in.
Or foul, at least foul.
Yeah, well, if you're going to dive in, you've got to take the player and the man, or just the player. I know it might sound cynical, but you've got to do it. To go to ground and get nothing, the ball or the man, well, you're asking for huge trouble, and that's what he got.
And Adama Traore cost a lot of money last season. Until today, he'd only scored once for Wolves, and he's gone and scored twice away at the champions. And as you say, 2 very good finishes. This is the second one, Robin.
Here again, outside foot, bang, right on time, and then he's off with this pace. But this one, he has to open his body up slightly. And then again, it's a beautiful finish.
How open are Manchester City? I know they're chasing and stuff, but that's one ball, 70 yards, a straight run from the quickest guy in the Premier League. And if he adds finishing to his game, his value just went up about double.
When you're bearing down on goal in that position, I've always said right-footed finish near post. You can even feed it outside the near post. It's always a better angle. Going to the left corner is so difficult in that situation. If you're a right footer, because the natural shape is right to left. It's so hard. He's just, it's textbook finishing.
What he does well here is that he keeps his options open. Sometimes when you go one-on-one, when you have that much time, if your body is not angled in the right direction, you can only go one corner. And he opens up so he can go either way.
Masterclass of finishing. He knows what he's talking about.
About time we had someone in here. City did have some chances, didn't they, at 0-0, but nothing like recognisable ones that we normally see.
No, but look, when we're talking about Man City, we're talking about set piece, free kick. They this wasn't... And Raheem Sterling played off the left. He's not as effective there. I'm not sure why, but Wolves deserve a ton of credit. Robin said they defended brilliantly, and they did. They got the whole team back there. They were blocking everything. This was probably the biggest bit of confusion, but you know what? They couldn't get through. Wolves were just too good defensively, and I think they slow City down with that tempo. But imagine, that's what we're showing. Just a free kick.
Personally, I love attacking and I love beautiful goals and beautiful actions. But looking at Wolves, how they defend with their lives, that's a piece of art as well, if you can do that all together.
They could not find a way through. So, Michael, the implications, yes, of course, we have 30 games still to play as we look at this effort from Bernardo Silva late on as well. They kept trying to get through. But the implications now, 30 games still to play, but what about the 8-point lead?
Well, it's huge. It wouldn't be necessarily so big if there weren't one absolute world-class team in the league. Are Liverpool going to drop 8 points between now and the end of the season? Yes, definitely. I mean, but are Manchester City going to win every single game? It just puts the pressure on the 2 games that they're playing against them now. Sat here now, you think, right, well, City have to win this first game against Liverpool that's coming up in November, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's putting all the pressure on them. Yes, Liverpool will drop that amount of points, but, you know, it's going to take a near perfect from now to the end of the season performance from City to claw that back.
If Everton's attack, which isn't that great, caused that much trouble, and if Wolves' attack, who haven't scored many goals this season, caused that much trouble, imagine what Liverpool's front three is going to do. I mean, I worry for City in the sense, but maybe now it makes their mind up to go spend some money in January. Because if they haven't, company's gone there and replaced him, Laporte, that injury.
Even more money?
They have to, though. Now, you watch the last 3 games. They can't defend like that. They can't. So basically, company's gone, Laporte, all of a sudden now you're forced into going to get someone if they want to push with Liverpool. Because I think defending the way they are, you can't win the league.
They can do with a centre-back.
What do you think, though? 8 points, 8 games in.
It's still early.
Yeah?
Loads of things can happen, like you've seen today. You know, I think that's why everyone loves the English league. The Premier League is just full of surprises, and it's just nice to watch as well. You know, before the game we were thinking, maybe it's going to be 5 or 6 today for City, and then you see a game where Wolves is basically basically defending better and playing better and scored 2 great goals.